What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Central. And the Knicks just absolutely annihilate the Toronto Raptors 145 to 101 here in game 72 of the regular season, now putting the Knicks in third place, which is very huge for this team because of the fact that, like I've been saying, they obviously want to avoid the play-in, and there's only a few games left, so I don't think they're going to fall to those play-in spots. I really don't think they will, and the schedule is light for them, and now the Knicks are putting themselves in a spot where they're going to get home court and potentially play a team like the Indiana Pacers or the Miami Heat, which would be absolutely crazy if they played the Heat in round one. But regardless, the Knicks with a big win tonight. I mean, this was not even close from the first half even, which there are things that piss me off in the first half in terms of the defensive side of the ball, but it's not the end all be all when you got Mitchell Robinson coming back in the lineup, which is just so huge for this team, and you saw the impact. And then once OG returns, once Randall returns, I'm gonna walk like a tripod just thinking about it. And once it's in action, it's going to be beautiful to watch. We can't rule out the second seed for this team still, by the way, for the Knicks. So that would be huge if they can find a way to pass Milwaukee. Will they? I don't know. But Milwaukee has struggled a bit lately, so maybe there's a chance. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. But regardless, before I jump into the recap of this game, leave a like here if you do enjoy it. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Knicks fans. And turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live on the channel. But this game, complete and utter domination from the Knicks. Deuce McBride out the gate, just draining threes. He had, I think, 6 in the first half. He was absolutely unreal. Hartenstein was a dog on defense to start the game. You got Brunson getting involved. They're moving the ball well. The only thing that you can really complain about with the way the first quarter went and just the first half in general, I would have liked to have seen Josh Hart step up. This is really nitpicking because, again, they just dominated this entire game. You maybe wanted to see Josh Hart show up a bit, and Dante DiVincenzo. Both of them were getting a little bit, they were looking a little bad out there on the defensive side of the ball. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but that was pretty much most of the team in this game. The third quarter, they played easily their best defensive brand of basketball. And the fourth quarter, I mean, it was pretty much game over that you really tossed it out the window because you had the entire backups in the game at that point. You had Jeffries, Milton, all of them in the game. But Mitchell Robinson comes in the first quarter and he makes an impact like right off the rip, just chasing down boards, making an impact on the defensive side. I had such a big smile on my face watching him grab some offensive boards in this one. And he didn't even have as many rebounds as you would like, but again, he's going to be fine. Like, we know this, that Mitchell Robinson, we know how he is. We know how he is, and it's not the end all be all that he struggled a bit in his first game in terms of the numbers that pop off the charts, but he visibly looked good. Like, he had a couple steals in the game, had a couple blocks in the game as well. He didn't get credited with a steal. I thought he had a steal in the game, at least one, but regardless, I still thought he did very solid in this game. Like, I was very happy with what it was, considering it was his first game back. Again, I'm not going to be ready to go crazy, but I mean, 8 points in 12 minutes of basketball for him, and 2 rebounds. Again, maybe you want more, but for the base numbers, still not even bad, and I'm very happy with what he is going to bring to this team, and we know it. Hartenstein, too, on defense, he looked good out of the gate. He struggled a bit in terms of as the game went on, like in the second quarter and towards the end of the first, but still not too bad, although I don't think he really played the end of the first. I meant more so at the second quarter. Regardless, Hartenstein, though, he still was very good most of the game. Hart, he picked it up towards the end. Like, he had 7 points all in one spurt. DiVincenzo didn't even have his most efficient game in terms of shooting, and he was still making an impact in terms of the offensive side of the ball, and he still had a very solid baseline number type game. You had Jalen Brunson, who did everything. He was moving the ball well and just wasn't being selfish. He got a lot of points and wasn't selfish. He was really good today. And then Deuce McBride's obviously the player of the game with 29 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds, and he went 10 for 17 from the field, 9 for 14 from downtown. It looked like at one point he was going to break the record that DiVincenzo set in the last game, which I apologize I couldn't cover last game. Looked like he was going to set the record there. Didn't happen, but I mean, Deuce McBride, he has been such a pleasant surprise, and everyone was worried, including myself, when Emmanuel Quickly was gone. Where's the production going to come from the backup point guard position? And hey, Deuce McBride, I will say there are things that I don't like in terms of inconsistency stuff from him, but he has exceeded expectations in my opinion, and he has just been so good for this basketball team to the point where, listen, you miss Emmanuel Quickly for the consistency, but the Deuce McBride explosiveness, the games that he has where he's explosive is better than what Emmanuel Quickly gave. Dare I say it? Dare I say it? I truly believe that just these type of impact games that he's giving is crucial to this basketball team compared to, which again, Emmanuel Quickly, I'm not trying to discredit him and, you know, completely trash on him, because I love what he brought in terms of consistently giving you like anywhere from 15 to 20 points a night. Sometimes he'll give you 25, but he was consistently giving you like the same numbers night in and night out. With Deuce, there are nights where the baseline numbers aren't really sexy, but again, I love his defensive impact on this team, and then the explosiveness like he showed tonight, where now he's putting up like 25 plus points in some of these games. It's really nice to see. How about Bojan Bogdanovic too? I've been trashing on the guy. He did his job off of the bench, and that's what I've been asking for. Get buckets. I'm asking you to get buckets. He got 18 buckets tonight, and or not buckets, just points, I should say, but he made an impact in terms of scoring off the bench, which is what I've been asking for from him. And then Precious Achiuwa as well. How about him for a homecoming? It was about OG Anunoby in terms of the video tribute. Well, how about Precious Achiuwa in terms of playing on the court, making an impact with 19 points? He had 3 assists and he had 12 boards in this game. Precious Achiuwa, someone that's kind of been underwhelming a bit at times lately, had a very big game, and I'm very, very impressed, and I'm very in love with the way that he played. It's hard to be upset with the way anyone played on this Knicks team, to be honest. The way that they were getting second chance points at will, especially in the first half, the way that they were dominating the paint, especially the offensive glass, and the way they were in transition. Like, Isaiah Hartenstein set up a lot of plays in transition for this team. He only had 1 assist on the game, but still, there's a lot of small things where if you watch the game, he was setting up some of the transition ball for the Knicks to just go from defense to offense and grab a couple points. So very happy with the way that the Knicks played this game, and it's only going to get better, this team's production, when OG Anunoby returns, when Julius Randle returns, and they're taking care of business against teams that they should. This Raptors team is not good, and they have a lot of guys out of the rotation. You got to take advantage of that, and you got to win the game. And they just annihilated them. So this wasn't even taking care of business. This was making a statement like, we might be one of the big boys. But again, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, because they do have to clean up a bit of the defensive woes that were there, especially in the first half. But I have no doubt they're going to do that, because OG's going to return, because Randall's going to return, and especially OG. So I'm very happy with this Knicks team right now. Very happy with this win here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Would love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to leave a like if you haven't already. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live on the channel next. And I'll see you guys in the next one.